So hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically we are discussing the topic which is connected with the software industry directly basically. So one of the person told that these all died people basically there might be some database. Then he told that yes, na basically there are set of software companies basically who are handling the each and every database and they basically keeps on doing the verification basically. In India basically they place the software company and they do the verification. How many people doing the inquiry of these people? How many people they are doing the inquiry of that people? How many people are doing the inquiry of that person? How many people basically are doing the inquiry of that girl basically? Like this basically they keeps on doing the inquiry basically. Whether is anybody is doing the inquiry or that basically I'm telling. So one of the person told that yes basically. So like this basically the verification basically might be happening by they basically and lots of people says that where is the big software company basically in India basically. Then basically the thing is like this basically. So just see basically how basically big software companies in India. So see basically. So location basically is not given. So I will do one thing. Big software companies in Ahmedabad also we will search. Ahmedabad. See basically these all are the big software company. See basically the big software companies. So these all basically are normal companies basically, but they might be few big group basically might be keeping the information basically. So one of the person told that who might be knowing this everything here basically, which software company, because the software company might be knowing 100% basically. They might be keeping the database, they might be shifting the database from this company to that company, that company to that company, that company to that company. Reason in the India basically there are more than 1 lakh software company and they might be 100% shifting, toggling the software database of that particular software company. Might this company, this company, this company, that company, that company, that company. Like this basically they are handling the database. So that basically anybody is searching the data basically that can be tracked easily basically. This is connecting to that 12 lakh crore basically, which is one amount basically which has kept in the Bombay Stock Exchange. Sorry, Stock Exchange, not Bombay Stock Exchange basically. So this is basically clear. Now basically see the another thing basically. Because this topic basically is connected from where basically the topic started, from this resume sending to the Indian software consultant basically. So from there basically the topic started of this basically, and that done basically. Now basically Bangalore. See basically the Bangalore software company. See basically. See Google like company, big company, SAP is there, YouTube is there, Cisco, Adobe, Infosys. These all are the software companies, and these groups are this group all are the government group basically. TCS group basically. This group 100% might be knowing the thing basically which I am telling basically. SAP is the government group basically. They are connected with the government, and lots of people say the SAP owner basically is Marathi. People say whether it is correct or not, no, I don't know. So this group basically might be handling that data. So like this basically the how basically the database is getting handled, that is clear. Now basically the anybody tries to track basically that this person basically we are not able to track that particular person here basically. Then they will be searching that database basically where the 100 people basically is 100 plane basically which is getting crashed in the Himalaya and Mount Everest basically. Like this basically things basically. This is also basically one of the things. Then basically the things connected to the USA public basically. So USA public basically might be thinking here basically where these people basically got disappeared here basically. Where these people basically might be disappeared. Then he told that yes here basically where this. Now basically one of the person basically told that basically Facebook is there, Twitter basically is there, and the Twitter basically might not be involved, but then also basically is connected with India, and then basically he also might be involved basically. Then basically the Amazon group is there. This whole group basically, do you know? Because Amazon group basically have big center in Bangalore basically, and Hyderabad also. So that group also basically might be connected. So one of the person told that basically, do you know basically the people who died, and the people who basically has died in the 100 basically the plane crash, their basically dummy sound basically has been captured by the software company, and it is basically dumped into the particular system basically, and periodically they basically calls the people basically who are doing the inquiry. For example, one person is doing the inquiry, so they basically track him, see basically how the basically things are basically getting things up to the level basically. So they basically done basically what they have done, they basically was that person basically was tracked, and they basically track that basically this person is basically searching that particular person. So they basically have that person sound basically, then it told that yes basically that person sound basically they have. So like this basically they calls basically from the software company basically, which is created by set of groups basically, and this basically is approved by the government basically. So one of the person from universe basically asked the question, "Are yaar government? Who are basically government basically?" Then I was not able to answer basically. Government hai one basically, because you can't answer na basically. So like this basically, the people basically who died basically, their sound basically are also basically kept in the system basically, and they basically periodically do the call basically, and the sound is basically there through chat basically, set of whatever things basically is asking, they basically types in the mail basically, types in the chat whatever basically box basically, which is software is created basically, which is going to sound this word basically. So he basically asks how are you, then he will be typing whatever habit basically he might be having to give the answer basically. If he might be having the habit of fine, then he will type fine basically, and this basically happens automatic system also basically, that converts into the habit, adat. So that basically converts into this also basically. So just see basically up to whatever the things are basically going to come. So one of the person told that yes basically like this basically do the confirmation, and like this basically his voice message basically is sent in the form of the mailing. Then basically the person basically who was doing the inquiry, he will stop doing the inquiry. Why? Because he has verified that basically he is fine basically. But in really basically what was that? That was sound basically, which is containing the 100 plane crash people sounds basically. So one of the person told that this is also basically the data science project. Data science projects. This is also basically the data science projects basically. So one of the person told that yes basically, yeah, this is also one of the data science project basically, which keeps each and every person's information basically. And this basically who do sound recording basically, who takes basically the information, that basically the telecom industry basically. In telecom industry basically who handles the telecom industry, that basically is in India basically it's Airtel, Jio, BSNL, VI, then Tata, Telecom, Teleservice. So this whole are group basically who is handling the each and every stuff. They basically have the sound of each and every person basically in India basically. In USA it might be totally different basically. In USA basically it might be USA Telecom companies. So see basically these all are the companies basically, and I am 100% sure basically from this basically the group basically who might be handling it, this all this thing basically, they might be Indian company basically. Why? Because Indian connected group basically. How basically? Because Himalaya and Mount Everest basically that is in India country, that is in Uttar Pradesh and Delhi basically. One of the person from USA basically asked, where is that Uttar Pradesh and where is that Bihar basically, and where is that Delhi basically. Then basically one of the person told that it's here basically, USA basically, Delhi. Where is Delhi? This is Delhi basically. See basically this is Delhi basically.